Well, Happy New Year!
Happy New Year and welcome back to Morning Coffee with Miko and April. We took a little bit of a break and we're back into it.
Here we are. We wanted to wish you a Happy New Year. And again, I am April, by the way. April Hugh with Century 21, Hometown Realty.
And I'm Miko Neiman and I'm with eXp Realty.
Yeah. So we are here. We just want to just kind of do a little recap of 2022. What happened in 2022? I mean, roller coaster. Do we have a frenzy? Drastic rate hikes? And what about our inventory?
Yeah, so we started off last year, a year ago, and the interest rate was still really, really low and it was still good. And then as we progressed through the year,
started around 3% interest rates in January, and it was, I mean, the market itself was a frenzy. Competitive bidding wars, I mean, offers 20, 30,000 over asking price, I mean, 10 to 15 offers for a property, inventory was super low, and then it just kind of all started to slow, kind of calm down just a little bit each month, but prices still, rose from January to May, and I think May was the peak.
And then the interest rate started jumping, and really, I mean, if we think back, April, Brian Buffini, who we love, he's a big guru we love, but to follow, he did not see these huge jumps in interest rates. He predicted the interest rate increase, but he didn't think that they were going to be that huge.
They really did impact the market. And every time there was a little rate increase, there'd be a pause. Because buyers were either thinking, oh, well, maybe they'll come back down next week or in a couple weeks. Or, and it just took a little bit for the acceptance to set in, and that these are the new rates to deal with. And
it causes so much uncertainty. You don't know what to do.
Right.
And we were, trying to figure out what was going to happen as well. So,
and, when interest rates rise, I mean, that just, your qualification, changes.
Right.
So, so buyers are coming out, they're not being able to qualify as interest rates rise, so less buyer activity. But the one interesting thing is that throughout this whole thing, I mean, we've had low inventory.
It's been crazy.
Yeah.
It's really crazy.
So people still need houses. Buyers are still out there. I mean, it's still buyer activity. It's just not as much. Properties are staying on the market a little bit longer than they were.
True. That was, before it was a week, and now we're looking at 30 days or so. So, it's just real estate is cyclical. It goes up, it goes down, things change. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, and so properties I sold in January, and looking at December, I would almost say it kind of went up. May, peaked in May, and then they kind of came down again in December. But the values, January and December, are very comparable. Maybe December even being a little bit higher still.
And we also
appreciation.
We also talked about the fact that it kind of depended upon where the property was located, the condition of the property. To me, it seemed like the properties that were fixed up and didn't need any repairs. Am I falling apart?
No.
Things are happening here. Still sold.
Yeah. Yep. And, so we'll kind of, see what happens. It was just a crazy 2022. And we want to just to kind of give you an idea of the sales for single family homes in Orcutt, Santa Maria were 702.
January, there were 54 sales, and in December, 35. So that kind of gives you an idea, too, of what happened.
And, some of that could be seasonal as well. During the holidays, we're going to see
slow down a little bit.
Bit of slow down.
Yep.
So, so stay tuned. I mean, we're going to see what happens this year. We're going to come back next airing and talk about the predictions.
Yep.
So Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Stay tuned, and thank you so much for watching.
And if you have any real estate questions, I can be reached at 805-714-8124.
And my number is 805-878-5056.
See you soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.